The study abroad programs that I conduct are for undergraduate students. I began doing this about 10 years ago after I went on a trip with a professor who went to Croatia every 3 years and took 10 to 15 students during Christmas break. And I went on one trip with him as his assistant. And when I came back, I thought, well, if you could do it in Croatia every 3 years, why couldn't you do this every 3 or 4 times a year? So this year I thought, well, let's try South America. We had some great business. We had some free business visits, and we met with the Minister of Commerce. I mean, we went to the Coca-Cola plant, and we went to a brewery, and we went to a plastics factory, and then we went into the mountains to Cusco, and we went to Machu Picchu, and we went to the Sacred Valley of the Incas. There's the contrast east and west. You have the Western civilization from the conquistadores, and that culture melding with the traditional Inca and Indian culture. When we went to Cusco, then we saw mostly, the Indian side of the culture, and we saw their wares. We saw how they lived, and they lived very simply, and they lived off the land, and they were mostly farmers, but they seemed very well off and very healthy. In the city, in Lima, it was much more business-like, and there were many, many, many more automobiles. Out in Cusco, you go out into the country, it really is country at 11,000 feet. You're in the mountains at 11,000 feet.
Well, I was in Spain studying abroad Spanish with my brother and my cousin, and I got an email asking or promoting this trip to Peru. And I also, just through the email and through reading up on it, I looked on the website and it looked like something I wanted to do. In the short-term study abroad program is always something great, especially going into your last semester. So it was a great opportunity because I got 2 classes that I needed for my major. Another thing that was great about it was that you were going to one of the 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. I thought that was one of the best parts of the trip, being able to go to see how different companies and different manufacturing firms work in other countries was great to see. We also got you get a lot of practical experience where you see how the business runs from the inside and from behind the scenes. Definitely, Machu Picchu was one of the best things I've seen. It was a great experience. We got there, it was a nice long train ride away, and when we get to the top of the mountain, you see nestled away in these huge mountains, this entire city built in rocks and on the mountains. And the size of some of these rocks was impressive, and you just wonder how they could have moved those rocks up around the mountains. But it was beautiful. Just to see one of the 7 wonders of the world, that's also something that you can put on your list. I think it's the best thing you could ever do. I loved it. I had a great time when I was in Spain. Also doing a study abroad over there it was great. It's just something that I think everybody should experience. It makes you a more well-rounded person.